Hey cruisers, I'm Sherry with cruisetipstv.com. Today we are going to be talking about some common mistakes people make in organizing their staterooms, and then we're going to provide you with some stateroom essentials to help you out. Now, one of the number one mistakes that people make when they're on a cruise is putting their wet clothes out on their balcony. Number one, this is kind of against the rules. You're sort of allowed to put things out, like your wet swimsuit out when you're in port. But once that ship starts a-moving, your swimsuit and towels could all blow away. So instead of doing that, what you're going to want to do is use the clothesline in your shower to dry off those clothes. Now, what we recommend doing is taking your wet swimsuits, taking one of the towels that you have in your bathroom, put your swimsuit inside the towel, roll out some of the excess moisture, and then take that swimsuit and use some clothespins to affix it to the clothesline. So that's mistake number one. Don't put your stuff out on the balcony. Mistake number two that people make is they ignore the fact that there's loads of space under the bed. Yes, you can actually roll your luggage under the bed when you're on a cruise. You do not have to put your luggage in that valuable closet space. So instead, lift up those blankets, roll that luggage under the bed, and you'll be good to go. Number three mistake that people make on a cruise is they let their laundry get out of hand. There's a lot of different things that can happen with the laundry because you don't really plan for it, right? When you're on a cruise, you don't think, what am I going to do with my dirty laundry? So sometimes people just kind of toss it on the floor of their closet and it just ends up feeling like a big mess. Instead, what you can do is pack a pop-up hamper, which really helps things out. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. Remember how you slid your luggage under the bed earlier? Our subscribers say that one thing that they do is they just leave one of those suitcases open under the bed, and then what they do is they toss the dirty laundry in there as they go, and when it's time to go home, the laundry is already in the suitcase, easy peasy. We prefer the pop-up hamper technique personally, but you can do however you want. Another mistake that people make is not utilizing the space in the refrigerator in their room. So remember, your refrigerator on a cruise ship is probably not a mini bar. There are a few very limited cruise lines where it's a mini bar, but otherwise it is space for you to use. But there's one more little caveat here. On some cruise lines, for example, on some of Royal Caribbean's older ships, the refrigerator may not be a refrigerator at all. It might actually be something called a cooler. And that cooler isn't going to keep things cold. It's just going to keep them cool. So educate yourself. Get onto some of those cruise forums out there and double check and see which cruise lines actually have working fridges and which ones do not. Another mistake that people make in their cruise cabin is they rely on the plugs that are in their cabin. So you might think, oh, I'll just plug my curling iron in and I'll plug all my phone chargers in, when in reality, there's really not enough plugs on some cruise ships. On the newer cruise ships, they're getting a lot better about that, but you might need to do a little research and pack something like a USB hub. You can also ask your room steward for an extension cord. If you use something like a CPAP machine and there's no outlet by your bed, chances are there may not be an outlet by your bed, so ask for help when you get on the ship if you need a special accommodation, or go to the cruise line website, look for the special accommodations section on the website, and make sure that you have an extension cord waiting for you. Another popular mistake that people make in their cabin is they're missing out on available space to store things. A lot of times that can mean like these little hooks and things that you see right up here on the wall. It can mean shelves like these where you've got a shelf up here that could hold an awful lot of stuff and you're just not maximizing it. So when you get onto your cruise on day one, scan your cabin. Look for those hidden nooks and crannies, like perhaps the bottom shelf of this little coffee table here, and think about where you might be able to put things. So now that we've talked about those 6 common mistakes that cruisers make, let's talk about some essentials that you can bring with you to help solve these problems. We're going to actually show you all of these right now. Now, the first one of these is actually a USB hub, which you can see right here. That addresses the problem. If you do not have enough plugs, you can plug into one of these little USB hubs. These are almost always allowed on cruise ships, so invest in one. We have them in our Amazon store, which is amazon.com/shop cruise tips TV. In fact, all of these essentials are in our Amazon store today, and you can shop for all of this stuff. Essential number 2 is a hanging toiletry bag. If you've been around the Cruise Tips TV family for a while, you know we like the eBags Packet Flat. This lies flat in your suitcase. It has oodles and oodles of pockets to put your stuff in. It's just so easy to pack and plan, and you can get so much stuff in it. See, it even has some vertical space over here, which we really like. These are great. We also really love to use these hanging jewelry rolls. Oops, sorry about that. But you can keep your jewelry nice and flat, and just look at how tiny this is. This is not going to take up a lot of space in your hamper. You're going to be good to go. Next up, magnets. You know the drill, guys. You have got metal walls, most likely, in your cruise cabin. Watch this. You can pop this right over here, hang stuff on it, and you have just created more space for yourself. It's brilliant. There's lots of different ways to use them, from hanging your hats, your lanyards, right now, face masks we're wearing, right? Just get stuff off of those countertops and you'll feel so much better. Another thing that we absolutely love is a pop-up hamper. Remember how we talked about that laundry problem earlier? Did you know that pop-up hampers are super tiny? They pack down to these little tiny sizes. They're really small, and they don't take up a lot of space in your suitcase, and they can really help you to keep your closet feeling super duper organized. We love them. We also love packing cubes. This is actually what's called a slim packing cube. So this is a good type of a cube to use for underwear, socks, swimsuits, things like that. But then we have a variety of different sizes in our Amazon store that you can check out. Don't pack without packing cubes. We think that they are just absolutely wonderful. Another stateroom essential that we've always traveled with, even before the pandemic, was these wipes. Just some little, disinfecting wipes. You can get these at any drugstore in the travel aisle, and it's just nice to wipe down some surfaces in your cabin to feel extra safe. And you're probably going to find that if you're flying to your cruise, that these are going to come in really super duper handy as well. Another thing that we love to bring on a cruise that we mentioned earlier when we were talking about the clothesline is just a couple of clothespins. These can be really handy for using that clothesline in your shower, but also you can use these, say you are in a port where the sun is shining super brightly. It's 6 a.m., but you don't have to get up until 10, but there's this little light leak coming through your curtain. You just simply take that little crack in the curtains and you seal off that light leak. It's back to sleep for you, friends. Another thing we love, another stateroom essential, is little types of mesh bags. You can get these at discount stores like Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, or of course on Amazon. And you can put little items in these. For us, we like to put receipts, hand sanitizing wipes, small items like that. They are super great. Well, we hope that this video has helped you to feel really organized and that you have avoided some pitfalls that people commonly kind of fall into when they're doing their cruise packing and their cruise organizing once they get on the ship. If you are a newer subscriber, some of this might be new to you. If you've been with our channel for a while, you probably already know all of these hacks. So here's what we want to do. If you're a seasoned cruiser, let's help the newbies out. Let's go ahead and type into the comments below. What did we not talk about today? What are some of your, what are some mistakes maybe that you made when you were a new cruiser? And what did you do to remedy those mistakes? Also, if you're a newer cruiser, you're gonna wanna check out our Intro to Cruising Masterclass. We've got a discount code for you in the description of this video, and we would also love to invite you to subscribe. If you want to see what our trips are like and some photos of our everyday travels, go over to Instagram.com/cruise-tips-tv. You're gonna see a whole bunch of little circles underneath our profile, and those are saved highlights of our cruises. You can go see kind of what we were up to on the high seas. We will also link to some of our most popular cabin organization videos in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Get organized. We are so excited for you to get out on your cruise. And until next time, friends, we'll see you on the high seas.